All right. So if you take a look at the first section, simplify each of the monomials. This is kind of a review back to like Algebra 1. And we did a little bit of this in the last unit with exponent rules. But if you take a look at this first one, you basically just look at each term individually. Because right now this is 3 times x to the 5th times y to the 6th. And we have a similar situation down here. But you kind of look at the like terms. What is 3 over 6 going to reduce to? 1/2. And then if you move on to the x's, if we have x to the 5th over x to the 8th, what are you going to do with those, with the 5 and the 8? Subtract them. Now you kind of have a choice. If you do 5 minus 8, you're going to end up with x to the negative 3rd. And then what do you think you have to do with x to the negative 3rd? Move it to the bottom. You can kind of avoid that step if you do 8 minus 5 and just recognize that, hey, there were more x's to begin with on the bottom, so we leave the x's on the bottom. And then we're going to have y to the 3rd up top or on the bottom? Up top. Now we're able to simplify like that because all of that's getting multiplied together. So if I were to write it all out, which I did up here, it's 3 times 5x's, and then 6y's, and then 6 times all this stuff down here. And so like, they kind of cancel out because they're all getting multiplied together. Try the next 2. Bless you. All right, so for number 2, you should get 5x to the 8th, y to the 8th. Now you can put it over 1 if you want, but it's not necessary in this case. And then for number 3, the 3's on the bottom, x squared on the bottom, y to the 7th on the bottom, but you have to put that placeholder over 1 up top. Okay, I wanted to remind you of these because I need you to understand how different they are from everything that we're going to do in this unit. I know it's kind of a tease, but because if this unit was all this, like, we'd be done. What we're going to look at this unit is more like this stuff. Okay, now I'm not going to ask you a bunch of true and false questions this unit, but I wanted to put this up front because I want to give you a tool where you can use it to check your work in here. Right? And because what's going to happen this unit is that, like, you're going to get into situations where you're not sure if what you want to cancel is doable. Okay, so when you look at this, do you think that x plus 1 over x plus 2 is equal to 1/2? No? Okay. Oh, it's so nice that they're mowing outside right now. So here's what I want you to do. All right, this is where your calculator is going to come into play. I want you to store a random decimal for x. Now the reason why I say decimals, I want you to avoid whole numbers because there are certain cases like here, if I made x negative 2, it would cause the denominator to be 0, and undefined is just not nice to work with. So if you pick some random decimal, like I'm going to make it 3 point, give me a number, 2, I need more. 9, and give me one more. Okay. And I heard a 6, so I'm going to throw that in there too. It doesn't matter. Oh, it doesn't matter. Like, I just put a 3 there to make it more interesting. You can put a 17 point whatever. You can make it negative. It doesn't really matter. And you can pick whatever you want. I would steer clear of like 1.2. Like, give it more digits than 1 after the decimal. And now I'm going to store that for x. So hit the store button, and then x. So now x, every time I type it in, is going to plug in that number. So to check this, you're going to type in the left side, which is x plus 1 over x plus 2. If I hit enter and it gives me 1/2, then I know that I'm allowed to cancel like that. That is not 1/2. Now, depending on you may have chose a different number for x, but regardless, we can confidently say that this is false. All right, but I think in a certain situations, people might be tempted to go, ooh, x's, cancel them out, and now we just have 1/2. That's super bad, like real bad. So don't do this, because that's how I get. Okay, so this is a false statement. All right, let's take a look at this one. How do you think I got from this step to this step? I canceled out the 7s because I was like, ooh, 7, see you later. And then I was like, oh, x squared over x. Does that equal x? Now here's the thing. Is this part true? Okay, what I want to see is if this simplifies down to just x. If I ever go, ooh, cancel this out, you know it's going to be false. Well, but let's see. I'm sorry. Basically, I'm showing a whole bunch of bad things not to do. Oops, I need that to be a 7. And does it equal x? No. So this is also, don't do this. Okay, so if you look at the next one, ooh, x squared, ooh, minus 6. 8 equals 8, yay, that seems right, right? No. Mm-mm. Oops, that's not what I want. X squared minus 6x plus 8, x squared minus 6x. That is not 8. So this is false. It's okay. Try the next one. Does that one look like it'd be true? I've messed with your mind, I know. So let's see here. X minus 2 over negative x plus 2. That one actually works. Okay. Now, I'm not going to tell you why that works yet. I'll tell you later. Today. Don't worry. You don't have to wait long. But that one's actually true. Let's take a look at the next one. This guy. This x plus 1 in parentheses times an x minus 1 all over x plus 1. How do you think I got from here to here? Nope. Cancel. If you cancel out the x plus 1s, what you'd be left with is that. Let's see if that works. Okay. Woo! For real this time. Okay. So here's the thing. I want you to look at this, how this is compared to this, or this. What kind of form is this numerator in? Factored form. This is factored form. This is not factored form. If you can get your numerator and denominator into factored form and the factors match, that's when you can cancel. Okay, as opposed to this, these are not in factored form. You could factor the top and you could factor this, but it's only if those factors match can you cancel them out. But what I'm showing you today, basically, you're going to be working on going from this and coming up with this answer on your own. But using the calculator to check it when you're done, you'll know whether or not you did it right. Okay. And it's a really good test-taking skill to be able to do that too. Do we think this one's true? Okay. Okay. But look at the numerator. What can you do up top? Could you take out a 3, which leaves you with x plus 4, over x plus 4 on the bottom. X plus 4's cancel. So this one's true. Yeah. And then the last 2 are there. I copy and pasted them and didn't change them. So we're done. These are repeats.